Hi, my dear readers. Before I go on my daily walk, I wanted to share with you blood and ultrasound results for my thyroid. So this is my ultrasound scan. I cover my surname because I gave them the old one. As you can see, it's for Simona. And the results. I covered the name of the place and the old surname. These are the results. So basically the ultrasound results show that everything is absolutely normal with my thyroid gland. It's normal size and echo texture. No evidence of any hypo or hyperchoic nodules or calcifications or cystic changes is seen. Gland margins are well defined. Both the carotid and jugular vessels are seen normal. No obvious lymph node enlargement is seen. Thyroid mobility is normal. No retrosternal extension impression. Normal sized thyroid gland. No focal lesion or lesion seen. So basically I explained to them that I got blood test results and they show hyperthyroidism and that my thyroid is enlarged from the childhood, from the birth, but they said that, and they tested it for a long time to see if there is anything at all wrong with my thyroid gland, and they said nothing is wrong. And then I did blood test and it showed us everything is normal. This time I did free T4 and free T3 tests as well as TSH. So free T4 is shown as 1.4. In adults, normal is 0.93 to 1.7, so it's normal. Free T3 is shown as 3.1. In adults, 2 to 4.4 is normal. And TSH serum is 0.67. In adults, 0.27 to 4.2 is normal. So this one is a little bit on the low side, but actually it's still normal. So here are the results of my previous test, which I did, I think around a month ago. Whilst this paper are the blood test results of this time. So we can see that the thyroid function has improved to a great extent because TSH level is much higher. So I'm so happy because the previous blood test showed that TSH was very, very low and now it's much higher. And how did I solve this issue? So because of the ultrasound, I know that there was nothing wrong with my thyroid it wasn't like that issue. Hyperthyroidism was very long time one. It wasn't. Otherwise, the ultrasound would show something wrong with the structure or anything else of my thyroid, but it didn't. So it's a recent issue. And what I did to get my TSH levels normal, basically if your pituitary gland is very sensitive, then it will react to any change to do with hormones, anything that affects it. And what can really mess up female hormones and mess up the thyroid gland is coffee intake, caffeine intake. And also if you take hormone supplementation, that can also interfere with the functioning of thyroid. So basically what I did, I discontinued my hormone therapy and caffeine intake. And the thyroid is normal. I'm so happy. My measures worked. And it means that we can solve our own issues without going to doctors all the time. But what's required is research, and then sticking to the plan of action that you selected, so that you're, to do something, to usually remove something that causes the problem. So I'm off caffeine for I don't know how long now, maybe, let me check, more than a month now, and I don't even eat chocolate because chocolate has caffeine. I don't drink black tea, I don't drink green tea, and I don't drink coffee. So caffeine is a drug like sugar is. So all these things, these substances get us addicted. It's the same like alcohol or anything else, or smoking. But these two drugs, sugar and caffeine, are accepted by the society as normal, but they are not. They are very damaging. So I'm still consuming sugar in small amounts, but on a daily basis I usually have something sweet in a day. But I'm so glad that I'm off caffeine, because I think it's the caffeine that caused it, not so much hormone therapy. And I actually need to test my hormones, but in this particular lab they only test hormones through blood, and it's not reliable. It's better to test it through urine, but this particular lab doesn't provide the service. So if I come across any lab that does, I will test my hormones as well to see my hormone levels. I do believe that still my estrogen is low because my hair is so thin, and I really believe my estrogen is low, but I'm happy that now I no longer get eye dryness. If you know, I got this problem with eye dryness when I would get off estrogen, and the reason I started taking it is one of the reasons is because of the eye dryness and throat dryness. But since the discontinuation of caffeine intake, my eyes are moist and my throat gives me less problems. So I'm so happy. These are the results. I'm so blessed that my health is good. I really try to avoid doctors. I think it's money drain if you get involved with the medical system, so I try to always use preventative measures to make sure everything is okay with my health. So I'm so happy about these results. And if you have some thyroid problem and you consume coffee on a daily basis, especially if you're a female, it will interfere with the thyroid function. So I highly advise to discontinue it, and I know it can be hard to discontinue coffee intake, and you may experience even headaches and extreme lethargy and things like this. I didn't, because I wasn't too addicted to coffee. I wasn't consuming it in large amounts, but I know that some people do, and they depend on coffee for energy. But the withdrawal symptoms will be there, but after some time you will get clear of the substance, and then you will not want it anymore. You will perceive it as bitter, and you will not even want to consume it anymore. But there will be a period of withdrawal. So if you have any thyroid problems, try to discontinue, not introduce a medicine, but firstly discontinue what might be interfering with this function, which is external hormones, which could also be maybe in the form of like soy, which has estrogen, and in the form of other foods, or if you take hormones. So that's all I wanted to share with you. I hope that this was useful. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Take care.